Hey guys, maybe on 20 back again for another live stream. This is one I did not want to make. Give a few shout outs before we get started. Cass and Kurt, welcome to the stream. Uncle Brian, welcome to the stream. Maggie, welcome to the stream. Bro Man, welcome to the stream. G Mickey, how are you doing? Nice to, Noah, welcome to the stream. Is this the VB official edition to be the new Mario voice? It's a me, Mario. I don't know. Could be. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for tuning in. As you guys can see, we'll see here in a second. We're about to go ahead and talk about this video where we're getting all kinds of hate, a ton of crazy comments, and a lot of people are not going to like what I'm going to have to say. That's all I'm saying. That's a lot of people are not going to like what I have to say. Maggie thinks it's funny. I think I should be the new voice. I don't know what you think. Chris Pratt, move over. Van Buren 20 is coming to town. That's all I'm saying. So, okay, so here we're going to go. We're going to watch this video. I'm going to commentate over the video. I'm going to pause it in certain sections. We're going to read a bunch of the comments because the comments that I've been getting in this video are insane. Like, it's crazy. Like, the people are flagging this video. Just so you guys know right now, YouTube hasn't taken this video down because they really can't legally, because I've done nothing wrong. But there are people actively flagging this video as misinformation and trying to get this video taken down. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on right now. Colin, I'm not blaming anybody, Colin, but what I'm saying is there's people trying to get this video taken down. They're failing. It's impossible to get it taken down because I didn't break any rules, and we're going to go over that here in just a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and watch this video, and let's just get this started. And I'll pause and we'll commentate and stuff like that. So, all right, here we go. Nintendo has publicly announced that Charles Martinet is no longer the voice of Mario. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate
Hey guys, Van Buren 20 back again, and today is a very sad day because it has happened. Nintendo has officially announced that Charles Martinet is no longer going to voice Mario in any of the new upcoming Mario games, and that includes Super Mario Bros. Wonder. If you guys remember, over a month ago, I uploaded a video telling you guys that Charles Martinet is going to be leaving the company. And I told you guys this, and a lot of people gave me a lot of hate, a lot of backlash. People told me I didn't know what I was talking about. And trust me, I wish I didn't know what I was talking about because this is a really sad day for me. Charles Martinet has been part of my childhood ever since the early 90s when Mario 64 came out. It's an iconic voice. You can tell he really loves the character. He loves playing all the Nintendo characters, and the fact that he's not going to do it no more, it's a very, very sad day. It's a very dark day. And there's a lot of speculation of why has this happened. And if you guys did not see my last video I made about this a month ago that I got a lot of hate for, you can go ahead and rewatch that if you want to. I'll leave a link below to it. But we are going to talk about the statement that Nintendo released. They put this on Twitter not too long ago. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you guys. They said, Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time. As far back as Mario 64, Charles is now moving into a brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you all. It has been an honor to work with Charles to help him bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from...
Okay, with this being said right here, please remember what you're seeing. This is the official statement from Nintendo. This is the statement where they said Charles Martinet is no longer the voice of Mario. They don't give a reason. They don't claim that he retired. A lot of people are saying he retired. Okay, so just remember this statement. They said that Charles is now moving into a brand new role, and they're saying that he's stepping back from recording the Mario character. Nowhere does it say that Charles is retiring. Okay, people are taking out of context that him stepping back from recording is actually him retiring. Charles recently put out on Twitter and all his social media platforms that he wants to voice Mario until the day he dies. He said this. He said this not too long ago. I'm talking like a month ago or less. Charles publicly said he wants to voice Mario until the day he dies. Why would he step down right now from voicing Mario? It makes no sense. I don't care what anyone says. It makes no sense at all. And the fact that Nintendo doesn't give us any reason why he is stepping down from voicing the character, all they're saying, it's right here, black and white. All they're saying is he's stepping down from recording characters for their games. That's all they're saying. They're not saying why, or they're not saying it's his choice. They're leaving it out to our discretion. They're leaving it out to us to decipher it for ourselves. And it's all up to speculation at this point. There's no concrete evidence that Charles has retired from voicing Mario. He could have very well been pushed out. And that is what I'm guessing is what happened. Again, it's my personal opinion. You can hate me for it all you want. You don't, that's the beauty of America. We all have opinions. You don't like, we all have different ones. You don't have to like mine. I don't have to like yours. But Nintendo did not say he's retiring. All they had to say was, Charles is retiring. We wish him well on his retirement. But no, they're saying he's stepping down from recording voices. And he's not even really leaving the Nintendo brand. He's a Mario ambassador. And all that means is now he can go to conventions. And now Charles is allowed to go ahead and still go to all the Comic-Cons and stuff like that, sign autographs, get his pictures taken with fans, and he can make money off the Mario voice. And I'm sure they signed an agreement legally, and it wouldn't surprise me if Nintendo's actually making Charles give them a percentage of the money that he makes going to these conventions. It would not surprise me at all. I know how Nintendo is when it comes to this legality stuff. It would not surprise me one bit. I don't think it's health problems. He still does come. That's what I'm saying. He must have deleted that because I can't find it on his Twitter. It is there. Look it up. Look it up. If it's not on his actual Twitter, just Google Charles Martinet says he wants to voice Mario to the day he dies. It is there. And the fact that he deleted it on Twitter is even more suspicious, to be completely honest. I think he should tell fans, not Nintendo, there should be a reason, but Nintendo, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to continue with the video. We're going to comment through all this. And some of the comments I'm getting, guys, are nuts. Like, it's insane what some of the people are saying about me. And I understand. I got some people that really hate Billy Mitchell, and they saw the last couple of my videos. It was about Billy Mitchell, and people hate that I defend the guy. But this is a completely different topic, and I think that's kind of running off, if you know what I'm saying. But let's just, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and continue here.
Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we will post at a future date. So that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what Miyamoto has to say about Charles, because we all know Miyamoto is the...
And I can't wait to see that, by the way. Shigeru Miyamoto, the man who created Mario himself, is going to have a special announcement with Charles Martinet, the original voice of Mario. So I'm excited to see what they're going to say here, because what is there to say? Is Miyamoto just going to wish him well on his his going away tour here? I don't know. It's really weird. And we all know Shigeru Miyamoto. I love the guy to death, but his English isn't the best. So putting him and Charles in a video together, I don't know if they're gonna have a translator or what, but Miyamoto, his English is very limited, and I don't know what message they're gonna have to deliver. What I would love to see in a fantasy world is them announcing that Super Mario Bros. 35 is going to return in honor of Charles Martinet. Highly doubt it, but that would be like a fantasy for me.
Creator of Mario, he pretty much created all the iconic Nintendo characters that we know today. Really wish I could meet that guy. He's like one of my idols. And I have not got to meet Charles yet either, the voice of Mario.
Okay, Pikachu Lover says he said that at a fan expo, Canada, when a fan ex. Okay, so that's where it lies. I know it's public knowledge. A lot of people talk about this. It's very public. He said it more than once. He didn't just say it to that fan. He has said it to multiple fans. So Pikachu Lover 0927 says he said the fan at he said that a fan expo Canada was when a fan asked, he said that he would voice Mario until he dropped dead. So there you go. There you have it. That's what happened. So I guess it wasn't on social media. He actually said it to a fan publicly, and it's more than one. It wasn't just that fan. This is something he's been saying for years, and it's public knowledge. You can't tell me that Charles Martinet, if Nintendo makes a brand new Mario game, you cannot tell me that Charles would be like, Nah, dude, I'm getting a little old for that. I really don't want to do the Mario voice anymore. It's getting kind of played out. No, Charles would never say that. He loves the character. You can just tell by the way he interacts with the fans. He loves it, which means, in my opinion, again, this is all my opinion. Don't get offended, okay? I know there's a lot of people that get hurt feelings nowadays, so don't get offended. But in my opinion, and I'm allowed to have an opinion, you can flag my videos all you want, but I'm allowed to have an opinion here on the platform. Nintendo let him go, dude. For whatever the reason may be, Nintendo let him go. I don't really know the bad blood or the history behind it. And I know Charles is still with the company, so you can say there's no bad blood, and you can say Charles' feelings did not get hurt at all when he got rejected for the role of Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Logan said I found some articles on it from 2021. I told, dude, it's everywhere. If you do a simple Google search, that's the problem. When people want to, leave a comment on my videos and they want to try to cancel me or say really bad things about me, they don't even do the research at all. They take it from face value and they don't do any research and they try to slander me in the comments. And that's why I'm actually making this live stream video to respond, because it's kind of crazy. Like, people are not doing any research at all. Jay Context said, sad as hell that he's retiring. It just won't be the same. Different voice actors for Mario, Luigi, Wario. And that's what I'm saying. He did them all, dude. He didn't just do Mario. A lot of people don't know this. He did Mario, Luigi, Wario. He did them all. So it's not just Mario that we're losing here. And Jay, I have to disagree. He did not retire. He never came out publicly and said he's retiring. That was never said. I don't know why everyone keeps saying Charles is retiring. He has never said that publicly. And here's another thing that's going to blow your mind. A lot of people might not know this, but the Super Mario Brothers movie, when it released, it was huge. It was a juggernaut. It broke records for an animation movie. Charles Martinet, you would think, right? He would be promoting this movie. You would think Charles Martinet would be retweeting the movie and trying to get more attention to it. He didn't retweet anything. Charles didn't even talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie. And that's why I personally feel he feels a certain type of way that they left him out. He was not Mario's voice. And I know people are going to be like, oh, but he played Mario's father in the movie. He did this. He played a couple characters. He had a few cameos in the movie. That is not the main role. They chose Chris Pratt over him, and he probably feels a certain type of way. I really can't blame him. I really don't. Noah says Charles could have just changed his mind. Again, he could have, but he has not told us that. Until Charles gets on Twitter or Instagram or one of his social medias and says, guys, I want to set the record straight. I retired. I'm getting old. It's getting a little bit too much stress for me. I love Nintendo and I love all the fans, but I'm done. And I'm grateful for all the years that I've done to Nintendo. Until he says that, it's all speculation. He has not said that. He has not said that one time at all. At all. I don't see why he would change his mind. The guy was pretty... That's what I'm saying. It makes... And and people are like, well, he's getting old. Your voice, dude. His voice has already matured to its final level. His voice is going to stay the same. He's already old. He can still do Mario's voice perfectly. There's no reason to retire. And he loves doing it. Like, he loves it. He lives for it. He lives for it. If you look up Charles Martinet, he is known for Mario's voice. That's like his legacy. He loves it. He would never stop doing it, and unless he was forced to stop. Unless he was forced. Tarek, welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna go ahead and finish this video. Tarek, we're getting deep right now. We're getting deep.
Mario. Now there is good news with this. Charles did retweet this with a exciting things, and he's excited about his new role, and he's looking forward to meeting the fans. All this tells me is Charles Martinet is now on a farewell tour. Charles Martinet will probably continue to travel to events where he signs autographs and takes pictures and selfies with fans, of course, for a price. He has to make money.
Yes, Tarek, that's what we're doing.
He goes to Comic Cons and all kinds of conventions, or he was supposed to come to one in Cleveland. He did not. I don't know what happened with that, but I am excited to meet him before he doesn't do this anymore. So it looks like Charles Martinet is on a farewell tour. He's going to be going to Comic Cons and stuff, taking photos and stuff, but no longer making, voices for us. So, which is really, really sad. I have a lot of theories of why this happened. I uploaded a video about this that got a lot of hate, and a lot of people told me I didn't know what I was talking about, but here we are. It happened. It came true. When it comes to Nintendo, you guys got to get...
That's another thing I want to say. When I made my original video over a month ago saying, hey, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, that doesn't really sound like Charles' voice. I think Charles is not voicing Mario in the upcoming Super Mario Brothers Wonder game. When I voiced my concern and my opinion, I got a bunch of backlash and hate from that. A lot of people was like, you're stupid. It sounds like Mario. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Charles. That's definitely Charles. This is misinformation. Oh, this is misinformation. And here we are. Nintendo has now publicly said Charles Martinet is not voicing Mario and Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and they took it a next level. They said he's not going to voice Mario ever again. Okay? Get Charles Martinet out of your head. He's never going to voice him again. And here I was getting a ton of hate, people calling me a liar, people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. And now here it is from the horse's mouth. Nintendo is saying Charles is no longer going to be voicing Mario, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder isn't going to have Charles Martinet. But yet, not even a month ago, I was getting a ton of hate in my comment section from people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm so sick. I'm just letting you guys right know. I am so sick and tired of people trying to tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden, the facts come out, the truth comes out, and then like there's crickets. There's crickets. People are like, I got nothing to say. Yeah, dude, I'm tired of it. I'm so sick of it, dude. It's absurd. It is absurd. What's going to happen? What's going to happen if like 2 months down the road, it gets leaked that Charles says, okay, you know what? I got forced out. I didn't want to not stop voicing the character, but Nintendo forced me out. If it gets leaked and that actually comes to fruition, people are going to be like, what? Are they going to apologize to me for calling me all these names and all the slander I've been getting? No, they're not. They're not, because they don't give a shit, dude. They don't give a shit. The fact that like I can come out here and expose all the people that are trying to slander me and with facts and information that the truth, and people don't want to hear it. It is so sick, dude. It's so sick.
Give me some credit. I'm a 38-year-old man who has obsessed over Nintendo for the last couple decades. So give me some credit. I knew this was happening. I knew this was coming. I could tell right away with Super Mario Wonder that was not Charles' voice, and I knew this was happening. And I firmly believe with all my heart that Charles has hard feelings over the Super Mario Brothers movie and not voicing
100%.
I don't care what anyone says. He'll never say it, but I'm going to say it for him. He has hard feelings. He could not voice Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yes, I know he voiced a couple characters in the film, but the fact that Chris Pratt was the voice of Mario probably rubbed him the wrong way. Could you imagine playing the iconic voice for decades, and then they make like the biggest movie of all time that broke so many records, and they leave you out, and they do not...
Let that sink in. I mean, let that sink in. You're voicing Mario for over 20 years. You're the voice of Mario. You're basically the voice of Nintendo, okay? They make the first ever... Yes, I understand there was another Mario Brothers movie, but nobody... It was horrible. No, it was horrible, okay? They finally make a real Super Mario Brothers movie, okay? That literally broke the box office records, okay? It was insane. It broke so many records, okay? And they leave you out of it. They're like, you know what? Thank you for your service for the past 20 plus years, but we found another Mario, and his name is Chris Pratt. Could you imagine being Charles? He's probably like, what in the world? And then they're like, you know what, Charles, I understand. We love you. We understand your frustration, but we're going to go ahead and let you play the voice of Mario's father. How's that sound for you? We're going to give you like 5 lines in the movie. How's that sound for you? I would be pissed. I would be so pissed. I would be pissed.
make you the voice of Mario. It's just kind of a slap in the face. And I think he took it hard. And I think it put a wedge between him and the company. And this is kind of like PR, what they're doing here. They're running a good little PR thing here. So
that's
it
exactly
looks like
what it was.
Civil, and they're, it's all happy go lucky. But I think there's a little bad blood there, in my opinion. And I think Charles is stepping away from the company in a graceful way, and he still wants to meet the fans because he still loves the character. But that's just my opinion. Leave a comment below, guys. Let me know what you think. I told you this was coming. I told you a storm was coming. I told you Charles was never going to be playing Mario again. And here we are. Now we have an official statement from Nintendo confirming everything I said over a month ago. Pretty much all for right now, guys. And as always, there'll be more to come shortly. Thanks again.
Our huge label.
All right, well, so there's that, and we're gonna go ahead and read some of the comments, okay? Because the comments that I've received is insane. I'm gonna read some of the chat. If you guys want to go ahead and answer, put a comment in the live stream right now, we'll respond. And after I respond to some of the comments in the live chat, we will respond to some of the comments that was left on my video, because some of these comments are absolutely insane. It's crazy. It's grotesque. And we're going to get right into it. So, Broman says he's not losing sleep over it. Geek Olympus says, I'm wondering what Chris Pratt did to screw Charles over. Someone did something. Well, here's the thing. They only chose Chris Pratt, okay? It's not Chris Pratt's fault. Nintendo reached out to Chris and decided to use him as the voice, because Chris Pratt is like, he's a big Hollywood star, and they want to try to get as many people to watch this movie as possible. At the end of the day, it comes down to money, and that's all that matters. So Nintendo, and I understand it. Trust me, I get it. When it comes to the business, Chris Pratt is going to bring more people in. Chris Pratt has a pretty big fan base. So by using him as the voice, people are going to be like, oh, wow, Chris Pratt is voicing Mario? That's awesome. I might go watch this because they're a Chris Pratt fan. Charles Martinet, the only people who are really fans of Charles Martinet are probably Nintendo fans, people that actually love Mario and stuff and know who he is. But Chris Pratt has a larger reach. Not just Nintendo fans. A lot of people know who he is. So it was a strategic move to make more money. So I can't hate on Nintendo for it. I don't hate Nintendo for doing this. It's a business. What I'm saying is Charles Martinet probably felt a certain type of way because that should have been his role, and it got kind of stripped from him. So it is what it is. I understand it's a business, and I understand why Nintendo did it. But what I'm saying is Charles probably was not okay with it. I mean, and I don't really blame him, to be honest. So Colin says, I doubt Pratt will be voicing Mario in the games. I mean, he's a movie actor. And I agree. A lot of people are saying stuff like, oh, Chris Pratt's going to be the new voice of Mario. Like the new Mario games, it's going to be Chris Pratt's voice. I disagree. It's not going to be Chris Pratt's voice. It's not going to be him. One, Nintendo already has several clips of Charles saying, let's go. It's a me. It's a Mario. Saying stuff like, so they could probably legally reuse those clips. There's all kinds of phrases that Charles has already said. Now I don't know if they're going to reuse his clips or not, because they've already publicly said that he's not going to be the voice of Mario anymore. So they're probably going to have somebody else do it. But I highly doubt Chris Pratt is going to be the voice of Mario, because quite frankly, he doesn't sound like Mario that much. He doesn't. And it's going to be interesting to see when Super Mario Bros. Wonder comes out and we see the credits. We're going to finally see who the voice actor was for Mario. And honestly, it's not that hard to replicate Mario's voice. And I'm not taking anything from, Charles Martinet. Charles is a gifted voice actor. I love what he's done with the character. I love him to death. I can't wait to meet him. But what I'm saying is, it's not that hard to do Mario's voice. Let's go. It's a me. It's a Mario. It's not hard. I'm just saying, it's not that hard. For the love of God, Nintendo, this is my addition. Sign me up. Where's the money? That's all I'm saying. It's not that hard to be the voice of Mario. So they can pretty much get anybody who can do the voice. It's, that's probably why they decided to break away. There was probably hard feelings, and they're like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and break away. You can still do your Comic-Cons and your appearances. You're getting old. I get it. You can go ahead and do your retiring tour, be a Mario ambassador, give us a percentage of your money. Have a good day, sir. That's probably what happened. And then they got somebody, some no name that nobody even knows doing the Mario voices now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jen, close to step down. Charles will be in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon when it comes out next year. Probably because he does Luigi as well. That's what a lot of people don't understand is Charles actually does Luigi's voice too. He does Wario's voice. He's even done believe it or not, he's actually done Donkey Kong's voice before. He's done a lot of different voices. Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. I mean, he's done a lot of different voices for Nintendo. So it's going to be interesting to see what Nintendo does to replace all these voices. So I don't know. Kurt says, I mean, it's a movie at the end of the day, like the voice of Nathan Drake made a cameo in the Uncharted movie. I agree. That's because they're reusing clips from the three. Well, they're reusing clips I'm pretty sure Nintendo has the power to reuse clips from anything that Charles has done in the studio, the recording studio for Nintendo. Nintendo has the rights to it. They've already paid him for those clips. So they could reuse all those clips. So technically, we all know Mario does not speak much. He says simple phrases like, let's go, it's a me, it's a Mario. He says little simple phrase. He doesn't have a lot of dialogue like you saw in the movie, like in the games. He doesn't have that dialogue. So they could easily repurpose all the clips that have already been recorded and insert them in the newer games. It's, the clip that really gets me, and I can't wait to see who the Mario voice is in Super Mario Brothers Wonder, the new game that's going to be coming out here very soon that I'm very excited about here in October, is with the voice, the clip that goes, wonderful, that really weird wonderful. I can't wait to see who voices that, because that is clearly not Charles. That is what gave it away for me when I saw the trailer. I'm like, dude, that is not Charles at all. So I can't wait to see who that is. Should we hold out for the Nintendo will call back Charles in the future? No, that's not going to happen, dude. It's over. Once they put a statement out like that, it's over. It's over. Probably AI will be implemented. Kurt says, who knows? He did Toadsworth. True. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and watch or read some of these comments. Someone says, I agree with the commenter saying Marnay was not fired. Stop watching Fox News, plus any other conspiracy theory channels, and just get a brain. Yeah, because this would be on Fox News, right? I mean, I'll give you credit. Fox News is now garbage since they let go of Tucker Carlson. But this is crazy. Like, show me where it says he wasn't fired. Show me where it says he wasn't fired. It does not say that anywhere. All Nintendo says is he's stepping down and he's now going to be a Mario ambassador. It never says he was fired. It doesn't say that it doesn't say anything. It doesn't specify. It doesn't say anything. All it says is he's stepping down to be a Mario ambassador. And it doesn't say that it's his choice. It leaves the door wide open. It leaves the door wide open. It's crazy. And then Ellen1111 says, naturally, this guy did not bother to do a single second of research before jumping into an angry rant, making himself look false, panically moronic. Ellen1111, let me tell you one thing here. How about you do a little research? It's not that hard at all. Here, let me go ahead and pull this up for you, okay? This is from Nintendo of America. This is the statement that they released to the public. Let me go ahead and fill you in here. It says, we have a message for fans for the Mushroom Kingdom. Please take a look. And this is what they say. Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as Super Mario 64. Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices from our games. But he'll continue to travel the world, sharing the joy of Mario, interacting with you all. Okay, that is the statement that Nintendo decided to give us. Nowhere in this statement do they say Charles retired. Okay, they're saying he's transitioning into a brand new role, Mario Ambassador, where he can now travel the world and share his love of Mario, which he has already been doing for several years. Charles Martinet has already been traveling the world, going to a bunch of Comic Cons, a bunch of conventions, taking pictures, selfies, signing autographs for a small fee. He's got to get paid. He's been doing this for years, and now Nintendo put it in a contract. Okay, Nintendo's greedy, and they put it in a damn contract. Charles was taking this money all for himself, and I guarantee you there is some type of NDA or something that happened with Nintendo where they're taking some of his money. I can promise you that. Take it to the bank. That's probably what's happening. So it's insane, dude. So okay, so let's go ahead. I'm not picking sides on anything. Hopefully this video discusses the actual reason. That's the problem. They have not announced the reason. It's right here, black and white. All they say is Charles Martinet is going into a new role as a Mario ambassador. It doesn't say anything about retiring. People keep saying retirement. That has not been said. The fact that Nintendo put a statement, he's stepping down, he's a Mario ambassador, that is not retirement, dude. That is not retirement at all. Retirement means Charles is sitting at home, relaxing. He's on a beach somewhere and he's sipping a margarita or something like that, and he's enjoying his life. This right here, stepping into a new role, Mario ambassador, traveling the world, that is not retirement. I don't know where people are getting this retirement crap from, but that it's right here in front of us right now. If you look and you read and you use your eyes, you'll see there's no retirement. He's forced into this. He's forced into this. Dude, you're very close to becoming a low-cow if you keep this up. I don't even know what that means, bro. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what a low-cow means, okay? Like, I don't know if I'm old and I'm not up to the lingo here. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if I'm up to the slang that you kiddies use nowadays, but I'm not sure what that means. Charles doesn't look like he's ready to retire. All these rumors are getting way too ridiculous. This is all we know right here. What you see in front of your face right here is all we know. They haven't said anything else. It's all speculation. All these articles that you read that Charles Martinet retired, show me proof. Show me proof where he retired. All we have is this statement right here. Yes, Charles retweeted this. Matter of fact, here, let's just look up Charles. Let's look up Charles Martinet. He's right here. Let's look him up. He retweeted it. He says, "My new adventure begins. You're all number one in my heart. Wahoo." And he just retweeted the same exact message. So that means Charles, he's actually still with the company, but he's no longer permitted to do the voice of Mario. All he's permitted to do is to travel, go to conventions like Comic Cons and all the other stuff, take pictures with the fans, do the Mario voice, sign a few autographs, and get money. I don't know. Here's a fun fact for you. If you're watching the re-upload of this live stream, leave a comment below. Let me know, what did Charles Martinet charge you for a picture and an autograph? Because it's all over the board. I know people that have like paid upwards over to $100. I know people that paid $50. I know people that paid $60. I know people that paid $40. I would love to know. But Charles Martinet, that's how he makes his money now. He travels the world, goes to Comic Cons and stuff like that, and he charges for autographs and selfies. That's kind of what he does. And I mean, I don't blame him. I do the same thing. I mean, you got to eat, you got to make that bread, but it is what it is. Oh my God. I agree. I don't believe anything unless I'm shown proof. Well, the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is right here, right in front of you, what Nintendo has shown us. This is what Nintendo has shown us. This is all we get. So here it is. Last time I met him, his autograph was $40. Well, there you go, chef. 40. I know people that have paid more. I know people who have paid more. He's not Mario anymore, but at the same time, he's still doing the other Mario voice for other things, but not for the Mario games. Charles is done doing Mario. That's what Nintendo said. If all we have is this message, then why did you post a video title saying he was fired? Kevin Richardson, I'm glad you asked, because I got so many of these comments in my comment section, quite frankly, where it's kind of pissing me off. So here, Kevin, let me fill you in. Thank you for joining. I appreciate the support. I love that you're here. I love that you're listening. So don't take my passion as, disrespect or anger towards you in the slightest. So I appreciate you being here. But Kevin, here's the thing. Charles Martinet, if you do a little history on him, he's obviously been the voice actor for Mario since, Nintendo likes to say since Mario 64 in the 90s. It actually goes back before then. He's been the voice of Mario since the dawn of time, okay? Charles Martinet, if you do your research, he that's all we have when it comes to Mario except for Chris Pratt in the movie. And he's already publicly said to many fans he wants to voice the character until he drops dead, okay? So, in my opinion, again, it's my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion, even though people want to flag my videos and try to get it taken off YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know. But since I have an opinion, I respect your opinion. Please respect mine. My opinion, again, opinion, is Charles Martinet would never step down from the voice of Mario. He's already said it several times publicly. He loves the Mario character. He would never, ever, if Nintendo makes a new Mario game, Charles would never say, you know what? I don't want to voice that. You know what? I'm getting a little old. I would like to relax and just travel the world and do Comic Cons from now on. I don't want to be in a studio for 5 minutes where I do a voiceover. You know what? I don't want Nintendo's money. He would never do that. He would never do it. So the fact that we have this message right here in front of your face from Nintendo stating that Charles is now moving into a brand new role of Mario ambassador and he's going to be stepping back from recording character voices of our games, that's Nintendo saying this. Charles did not say this. Nintendo said this. So in my opinion, he was fired from Mario's voice. Obviously not from the company, but he's no longer doing Mario's voice. Nintendo decided, you know what? Enough's enough. We're done. We're done. And it is that's my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, that's fine. I respect it. But respect mine. That's all I ask is respect mine. It's not that hard to respect somebody else. Jay Con says, I think they'll just reuse his voice clips for the sports and spin-off games. They could. They legally could. They've already paid him for those clips. So Nintendo could use those clips. And I think they will. So who knows? But the only thing that confuses me is they say that he will be, he's never going to be, recording character voices for our games anymore. I don't know. Maybe they're not going to do that. I really don't know. Reusing voice clips might be the best things to do. That's what I said, Hunters. Thank you again. Thank you, Hunter, for being a member of the channel. Thank you so much. Guys, if you guys want to be a member of the channel, it does really help out. Maddox was a legend. He gifted oh my God, almost 100 memberships. Sadly, half of those people have not renewed their memberships. We're down to 40 some memberships right now. So thank you, Hunter, for still being a member. I definitely do appreciate it. Alexander, welcome to the stream. It's actually Mario Teaches Typing. You can look it up. Is that where he originally started? I think you might be right, Brandon, bro. I think you might be right. Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi will no longer be voiced by Charles Martinet. Charles Martinet is not voicing anything. It says right here on the screen that Charles Martinet is no longer voicing any Nintendo characters. It's not just Mario. They say any Nintendo characters. So yeah, it's over. It's over. Mario Teaches Typing came out in 1994. That was his first time as Mario. There you go. So it was before Super Mario 64, like I said. Maggie said, I would if I could afford to renew. You know what, Maggie? It is no worries. Trust me, it is no worries. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I definitely know. So don't worry. There's no worries here. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and read some more comments, I guess. I can't even pronounce it. Lucas Beers 6176. You have no charisma, likable personality, or interesting things to say. So you result to sensational clickbait again. Lucas D Beers 6176. I'm sorry you feel this way. I really do. And you know what you can do is you can actually make your own YouTube channel, try to build your own audience, and see how well you do. You know, that's what you can do. And we can see what your charisma and your personality, and we can see how many followers you get, and we can see how well you do. Matter of fact, let's figure it out. Let's find out right now. Let's go to your channel. Let's go to your channel. Oh, this channel doesn't have any content. There's nothing here. Oh, there's nothing there. That's kind of what I thought.
Nintendo has public.
That's kind of what I thought. There's not. You got nothing. You got nothing there, Lucas. Oh man, I expected a little bit better out of you. Oh man, looks like you got nothing there. Morgan says lying for attention in your video title, just like your daddy Billy. Here comes the Billy. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of intertwined. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of intertwined. Betta says VB20 is not a clickbaiting YouTuber. The Nintendo YouTuber that is a clickbaiting YouTuber is Switchforce. You know, this guy knows. I don't got to tell you. You know. Thank you for coming here. You know what I'm saying? Obvious SKC4188 says, obvious clickbait is obvious. I gave a dislike. Go spread conspiracy theories elsewhere. How is this a conspiracy theory? Like if Charles came out and said, guys, I'm retiring, I'm stepping away from the company, and then I made this video, I could understand. It looks like I actually replied to this guy. Let me see this is what I said. I said, Nintendo never said he stepped down. Please show me where Nintendo said that he said he was no longer voicing Mario and he's now a Mario ambassador. Exactly. Exactly. And then he actually responded. He doubles down. I meant step down as in he went to a lower position, not that he decided to or Nintendo did just that. What happened? Sorry if it was unclear. Okay, then he backs down. So like now he backs down and he's like scared. That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, we got Bagos Beans 1444. Here we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger. That is a very disrespectful thumbnail. He wasn't fired either. Disrespectful thumbnail. I'm okay. Something you're gonna find out is when you actually become a YouTuber and upload a video, you're going to want to create a thumbnail that people want to click on. They're going to be like, oh, wow, let's click on it. So I gave my opinion through the thumbnail. My opinion, and it stays true as day right now, is he was let go as Mario's voice. This was not a decision by Nintendo. So that's my opinion, and I put it on the thumbnail. I'm sorry it offended you. I'm sorry. Mario Ambassador, LOL. I'm also an ambassador, guys. A 3DS ambassador. Thanks again, Nintendo. You know what? Minion, rock on, dude. I'm a Nintendo 3DS ambassador too. Leave a like below if you're an OG of the 3DS and you are a 3DS ambassador too. You guys know what that is. When you bought the 3DS before anyone else and Nintendo went ahead and they decided to go ahead and give us free games. You guys remember that? Those ambassador games that they called it. You guys remember that? Oh my God. And here I thought they were so forthcoming about Charles that all the facts, Charles Martinet left the role on his own accord. See, you know, Fran, you know. Mevin says he wasn't fired. He chose to step down from his voices roles. He incorrect. Please reread what Nintendo put out, okay? They said he stepped down into a new role. That does not mean he retired, just so you know. Nothing but facts. You called it out, and it was sad but obvious. He has every right to be pissed. My man, I actually have someone who actually agrees with me. I bet y'all making him step down because some stupid inclusive woke crap. People have always been claiming for a while that he's not Italian, and we can't have a white guy doing a voice of an Italian plumber. Just like the washed-up actor John. I can't even pronounce that. Complaining about that in a Mario movie as well. Yeah, that's what he did complain. The guy who did the voice in the original Mario movie. That, you know what? See, I do got some support in these comments. I guess it's not everyone. Isn't he pushing 70? He retired. No, Matt, you're wrong. So you're just putting words in Nintendo's mouth? Hayden Well 9277 says, no, I'm not putting words into Nintendo's mouth. Read what Nintendo said, please, Hayden. Read what Nintendo said. I'm not putting words in Nintendo's mouth. You're putting words into Nintendo's mouth by saying he retired. He did not retire. Jesus, dude. We got one by Retro Matt. I honestly don't think it's hard feelings as to why he's leaving his voice role. But he is getting older. Maybe at some point he'll want to retire, but I wish him the best of luck, honestly. I didn't really notice too much of a difference with the Super Mario Wonder voice actor. By the way, you're the same age as me, LOL, 38 as well. I do have many memories with Super Mario 64 and hearing his voice for the first time. I want to meet him so badly, so I hope I get to meet him. Let's just see what unfolds from this point. Okay, Matt. Nintendo has already publicly said Charles is not the voice of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I don't know why people still think. I don't know why people still think Charles is the voice in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. He's not. It's public record. Nintendo has already said this. Now we got a smartass in the comments in the live stream saying, "Laugh my ass off. You're 38." Yeah, I'm 38. How old did you think I was? You know what I'm saying? Like, fill me in. Let me know how old you think I am. I would love to know how old you think I am. I mean, please let me know. I would love to know. I asked for your evidence, and that's the thing. Hayden, again, guys, I'm reading the live stream chat. The evidence, there is no evidence of anything. Either way, Charles, he didn't retire. He might have not got fired. It's all up to us to speculate. It's up to us to speculate. Jim says, old enough to know this is really dumb thing to get worked up about. I could care less. Honestly, Jim, Pamela, I could care less if he got let go or he retired. I could care less. It's the comments that I'm responding to. People that are telling me I'm trying to spread information, disinformation, when they're not even doing a single ounce of research. And I'll take it as a compliment, Jim, that you're saying, oh my God, you're 38. So obviously you think I'm older. So you think I look young, okay? You think I'm a stud? I'm a stud muffin, baby. You think I'm attractive. And thank you, Jim. I appreciate it, Jim. No homo. I appreciate it. How many times does he have to say it? Why does anyone have to speculate? Couldn't care less. That's okay. Let's go back to the comments in the video. Broman says he can still make decent money. Look at his IMDb page. Everyone only knows him for voicing Mario. That's what I said earlier. But he has voiced characters in a bunch of non-Nintendo games. Maybe he can use this as an opportunity to show he is capable of saying more than just, "It's a me, Mario," and making random grunt noises when Mario jumps. You know, I don't disagree. Retired, man. Voice acting, especially over long periods of time, can take a strain on your voice. He needs his rest. Eric, he still does Mario's voice perfectly. He still does his voice perfectly. He doesn't need a rest. Nintendo's making him rest. Okay? Davon says, WTF? Is this clickbait? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not clickbait at all. And then I love this one. I made this account just so I could dislike this video and report the channel for clickbaiting and spreading inaccurate information. And you guys want to know? I actually responded to this guy. And I said, thank you for doing the Lord's work. Thank you. Bob Richards, 9620. thank you so much for making a brand new account and reporting it for inaccurate information. You really are doing a service to the YouTube community. I want to thank you right now. You have really done, you've done a big service. Thank you so much. I'm sure the good Lord's proud. Man in his 60s retires. Why is this a bigger deal with Americans? Roll on Chris Pratt voicing him. Adrian Neal 2931. Chris Pratt's not voicing him in the games. That was just the movie. Again, do a little bit of research and you'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean. Geeka Loompa. I'd be pretty salty too if my voice acting was just replaced overnight like that. We know little to nothing about Charles, but despite being retired for several years now, it would still hurt to end such an amazing career. I've been to school teachers over the age of 60, get so heartbroken when they become too old to teach. No matter what the reason is, it always hurts when you end your career that you've dedicated your entire life to. Another note to add is that I know Nintendo had made a few boo-boos in the last few years and maybe dropped the balls once. But I love Nintendo. I live it, breathe it. It's part of my soul. Geeka Loompa, I agree. I love Nintendo. I live it. I breathe it as well. I feel like we're kind of on the same page. And yes, Nintendo dropped the ball. The way they kind of like announced this whole, people want to call it a retirement, wasn't a retirement, but the way they announced the release of Charles was kind of scummy in my opinion. At least be transparent with it, because you left an open door and then people are walking through the open door and now we're getting shit on. So at least be a little bit transparent about it. It was very obvious in the both Mario Wonder and WarioWare movies and trailers that it wasn't Charles voicing the characters. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, man. And the new actors don't sound as good. Okay, now I will disagree a little bit. It wasn't horrible. I'll give it a pass. Like I said, it's not too hard to do the Mario voice. You know what I'm saying? It's a me. It's a Mario. Thank you. Nintendo hit me up. We can go ahead and make this happen. You know what I'm saying? We can make this contract official, if you know what I'm saying. It's not that hard to do Mario's voice. So, you know, it wasn't that bad. They didn't fire him. He seems like he willingly retired. This ain't it, Chief. This is what Gligor Guy 4010 says. You're wrong. Just so you know, you're wrong. Just, you know, I respect your opinion. Please respect mine. That's all I'm saying. Oh my God. He hasn't been fired. I've already responded to that. What I find funny, we still have Luigi Dark Moon coming out next year, so we can still hear his voice when that comes out. I agree, but that's going to go away here soon because that's already been filmed. That's already been recorded, and Nintendo already said he's no longer doing any Nintendo characters, so Luigi don't matter anymore. Brandon says, Van Buren, I like you and all, but I can't stand when people say something on their video that ain't true. Man, I know you can do better than clickbaiting people. Brandon Bro 8917. Let me know what I'm clickbaiting, because there is zero proof that Charles retired. Zero proof. They said he's stepping down into a new role. That is not him retiring. Nintendo could have very well forced him into that role. So this is my opinion. So if my opinion on a thumbnail, which it's Nintendo's fault, they left the door wide open for me to speculate, is offending you, I apologize. But please, man, please do a little bit better. They didn't fire him. He technically retired, Tony Means Anthony says. Again, already responded to that. The Gaming Goomba, he's truly the voice of a generation. I haven't gotten to meet him yet either, but a buddy of mine did, and he said he was the nicest guy. And you could tell he was truly so much love and passion for this character. He was able to snag me an autograph photo with him. It's hanging proudly in my office. It is something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Hopefully we will know the full story one day. Gaming Goomba took the words right out of my mouth. He's a fantastic guy. We all know he loves the character. He would never step down from being the voice, on his own. He was forced into it, and we don't know the full story. Exactly. You summed it up perfectly. Hopefully we will know the full story one day. As of today, as of right now, we do not know the full story. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, we just don't know the full story. We may very well never know the full story. It's sad. It really is. So I knew you were going to make this video sometime today. Of course, I have to. Dude, Nintendo didn't fire him. He's retiring. You really need to clickbait your audience, huh? I've already responded to that. Maddox, can a word be a knife? Can a word save a life? And he actually gave a $10 super chat into the comments. We rarely get those, but thank you, Maddox, for that. He is retiring. He did not get fired, so stop lying in the thumbnail. Already responded to that. See, they're all the same. If you guys can understand, these are all the same, which is why I'm making this live stream, because to respond to all these comments would be very, very vigorous. This is big news. If he is gone, who can match his voice for future Mario games? Again, Gord L46. Nintendo, all they has to do is give me a little ring-a-ding-ding. All they can do is send me an email, and I'm here for your Mario needs. It's me. It's a Mario. All you got to do is give me a call, Nintendo. We can make it happen. Technically, Nintendo didn't fire Charles. He's one of those who chose to step down as Mario. Come on, man. He did not choose to step down. He did. There's no proof, Cosmic. There's no proof. It's still pretty sad, but I hope the new voice actor for Mario does a great job at trying to replicate Charles' success. Also, he's still at Nintendo as a Mario ambassador. Yes, he's not at Nintendo. He doesn't clock in. He's not an employee of Nintendo. He's a Mario ambassador. Okay, he's an ambassador. If you guys don't know what an ambassador is when it comes to Nintendo, if you guys don't know, I was in the process of becoming a Nintendo ambassador. I made a video, 6+ years ago, talking about becoming a Nintendo ambassador. And I don't even want to get into it. If you want to watch the video, feel free to type in Nintendo Ambassador VanBjorn20. You'll see the whole video, all the details. It's all crazy nonsense where Nintendo just wants you to talk positive about the company and the games. And then in return, they give you free products and games and sometimes systems early before the release. And sometimes they invite you to events. You're not really getting paid by Nintendo. You just kind of get perks. The perk for Charles as being a Mario ambassador is now he can go to Comic-Con and go to all these events and stuff, do the Mario voice, collaborate with fans, take photos, take selfies, sign autographs, and he gets paid. And he probably has to pay a percentage to Nintendo. Don't know the full legality of what he signed or what NDA, whatever happened, but that's what he is for being a Mario ambassador. He doesn't clock in. He's not an employee of Nintendo. That's not how it works. Fired. I think he's still Nintendo as a Mario ambassador. That's what Ultimate Linkling says. I just described it. Let me guess. Chris Pratt is the new gaming voice of Mario. No, I don't think so. I think he just did the movie. We're almost done, guys. Not to hate on the video, but I wouldn't say he's exactly fired. He's more so moving on from the role and passing the hat to new people or a new person due to Marnay getting on the older side. And Nintendo doesn't want to risk him dying or losing his voice. I've never heard this take before. Or losing his voice over doing the Mario voice. As for the Mario movie, I get why they did Pratt. Probably to not ruin Martinet's vocal cords. What? Come on. I've never heard this take. This is crazy. And I would feel like just 90 minutes of wahoo would just let it goes and no full sentence. And Mario would rub some members the wrong way. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Jackson Lane 02. Charles Martinet, believe it or not, is fully capable of doing Mario's voice without going, let's go, it's a me, it's a Mario go. He can do normal voices. He can do the normal voice in a normal way, just like Chris Pratt did. Obviously, way better than Chris Pratt. If you have not looked up Charles Martinet's interview or his audition when he actually got the role of Mario, he's told the story several times on several YouTube videos. Highly recommend you look it up on how Charles Martinet got the role as Mario for Nintendo. He goes and tells you all like, I'm going to make a pizza pie. And he's like all these different things that he has said. He can do the voice. He doesn't have to always be, ooh, it's me. He doesn't always got to be like that. He doesn't have to be high pitched. He can do the voice without being all high pitchy and high strung like that. So I don't know why everyone thinks that, but that's not the case. Nelson says, I wouldn't say fired, more like retired. Disagree. Imagine Terry says fired. Okay. He's not fired. And then people respond. So that's it. That is it. We responded to everything. We went through it. It took a while. I've been streaming for over an hour. I did not think this was going to take over an hour, but here we are. It has taken over an hour. My God. Oh my God. I will respond to a few comments and then we're going to commence this live stream and end it here. Geekalumpa says, I would love to meet Charles at a panel one day, but I'm just happy to love and support him. I agree. I have not got to meet Charles yet. I would love to do so one day. That's one guy that's on my bucket list. I would love to meet him. I would love to take a picture with him. I would love to hear him say, do Mario's voice right in front of me. That would be like make my childhood dreams come true. That would be awesome. Matthew Kelly says, what if Charles decided to stop voicing Mario to get a new voice roles? Seems he's been voicing the Mario characters a lot since his latest new non-Mario role in Magneta and Dragon Ball Super. Here's the deal. When it comes to voicing a Mario game, Mario only has a few lines that he says in the games. Like there's not many lines. So Charles, if we're being real here, if we're being realistic, if they would have paid Charles Martinet to do Super Mario Brothers Wonder voiceovers, he could have easily gone to a studio and filmed or his audio. It would have taken him probably 10 minutes. There's probably like 5 to 10 different lines they want him to say, and he says it, they give him the green light, and it's over. And I'll take it a step further. Charles Martinet probably doesn't even have to go to a studio. If you have a nice microphone, like you see here, that anyone can get their hands on, and you can get really, really, really good microphones if you want to, he can easily just upload an audio file of his voice to wherever Nintendo wants to send it, wherever that case may be. He could do it right from home. He doesn't even have to go to a studio. They could just email him his lines and he could say it on his studio mic and send it to him. Like, technology has advanced so high. So people to think like, oh, this is too stressful for Charles. He couldn't have went to he could have done it at the comfort of his own home. He really could have. He really could have. Tarek, thank you for the live stream. Well, thank you for being here. And Tarek, special thank you for being a member for as long as you have. You have the record on the channel for being the longest member of all time. It's been years. I don't even know how long it's been, Tarek, but you have been a member for so long. And I can't even I can't put into words the appreciation I have for the support. I hope I can make it to the next live stream. Colin, to make it to the next live stream, all you got to do, make sure the notifications are on to everything. Nintendo sucks not Nintendo. YouTube sucks when it comes to notification and notifying people. And so please make sure you got notifications set on to everything. You can also, there's a link below to my Discord channel, and you can actually join my Discord. And Discord is really a place where it helps notify all my subscribers when I go live as well. Brandon says a lot of people don't know this, but I'm a Mario Sunshine. Mario actually says an entire sentence in the cutscene where Toadsworth and Mario are next to each other, but it's so low you can barely hear it. That's what I'm saying, Brandon. Charles can do the voice. He can do full dialogue. It's not just one-liners and stuff like that. He can do full dialogue. Have you ever talked to Charles Martinet? Good question, Jim and Pamela. I have had a couple of conversations with him on Twitter. I was trying to get him in an interview several years ago via Skype or whatever the case may be. I was willing to do whatever it took to interview Charles. It was like a dream of mine. I'm a huge fan of Charles, and I reached out to him on Twitter. He actually responded back with he had to get permission from Nintendo. Like, Nintendo had a real hold on him. They really did. Like, the message that he gave me was he's actually, like, since he's the voice of Mario, he's kind of like a representative of Nintendo, and he had to get all that cleared by Nintendo. And it was a bunch of hoops we had to jump through, and it never happened. Obviously never happened. So Nintendo did have a strong grapple hold on him when it comes to that kind of stuff. He always had to get a green light from Nintendo. So any interview you ever see him in, he had to get that green lit from Nintendo. Pikachu says if the voice strains him, they would have made Kenny James retire after the cat voice. That's what I'm saying. So the last time you interacted him was several years ago. Yes, publicly. Yes. I would love Yes, on Twitter. Jim and Pamela. Yeah, I would love to actually meet him in person. I was supposed to do it in Cleveland not long ago, but for whatever reason, he canceled, or he was taking off the actual ticket. I don't know what the case was. I was actually going to buy tickets to go to a Comic-Con in Cleveland. The website advertised him as being there. Then once we went to go buy the tickets, we found out he wasn't going to be there, and I'm like, well, what's the point of going? What's the point of going? Why are you ignoring perfectly reasonable questions? Could it be that you have zero clue what you're talking? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm responding to everything. I'm responding to everything. Okay. You should be able to get that interview easy now since he's retired. You would think, Onion, should I send him another message? Because, but now I guarantee you he'll be like, I have to get it approved through Nintendo. I'm a Mario ambassador now. Like, I'm telling you, dude, Nintendo puts when it comes to Mario, Nintendo's got their grips. They got their grips into them, dude. I'm telling you, they got their grips into them. Let me see. Nintendo probably phased him out because they see elderly employees as a liability to insure. What's to insure? It's his voice. Like, it's not like he's breaking his back digging a ditch somewhere. That makes no sense at all. That makes like zero sense at all. That makes zero sense. Oh my god. Am I missing messages here? Hold on. Jim says, what kind of transparency are you expecting? Have you ever had a real job? Yes, I have a real job. I work today. This, for some reason, I don't know why people think this is like my real job. If you guys think I make enough money doing this, talking to people, making videos, being a YouTuber at 30-some thousand subscribers, and you think this is like it, this is like what I do for a living, this is how I put food on the table, you would be sadly mistaken. This is a fun hobby that I do for fun. It doesn't make much money at all. This is what I do for fun. Like, it's a side hobby that I have. Everyone has side hobbies. Some people like to read. Some people like to go to the bar. Some people like to go bowling, watch movies. I do this. This is what I do. And do I make money? Yeah, but it's not much. It's definitely not something that I do for a living. I have a real job. This is something I do for a hobby. I don't know why people think I do this for like a living. It's crazy to me. It's insane. It's insane to me. Okay, hold on. I'm missing comments here. I feel like I should have worded my comment a bit better. You're fine, dude. You're fine. It's fine. It's weird we're talking about this, but one of the most famous characters of all time, Mickey Mouse, had many voice actors and nobody cares. So I just don't find all this weird. Exactly. Exactly. And that's going to be the same case with Mario. Now that Charles is no longer the voice of Mario, like I said, anyone could be the voice. Anyone. Like I said, I'm saying it right now. Nintendo, I'm right here. I can be the voice. You know what I'm saying? Give me some of the green. Give me some of the money. I can be, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyone can be the voice. Anyone can be the voice. Like, like Charles laid out the pamphlet. We have the map of Mario. We know what he sounds like now, and we can replicate it. We can replicate it. So that's what's going to happen. Zach, welcome to the stream. Terry Funk, I know, it's so sad he passed away. I just read about that earlier today. Tarek, sad day. Especially if you're a big hardcore wrestling fan. He has some really nice hardcore matches with Mick Foley. So very gonna be missed. It's about time Nintendo should throw you a bone, Van. Geekaloop, that's funny. I wish. I wish. If only that was the case. If only that was. Oh man, I hate to go. We have a lot of people here, a lot of people commentating or leaving comments and stuff. I hate to go, but we kind of did everything. We kind of like went over everything. I really don't know where else we can go from here. I responded to all the comments. We watched the video. I gave you guys my opinions and everything like that. So I do plan on doing this more often. I think this is cool to be able to, instead of just responding to comments, maybe I'll go live and do a live response. If something like this happens, I'm not sure. But this was a pretty big backlash. I did not expect everyone to jump on my case. I did not know a lot of people were, misinformed. So I had to come on here and say how it is. I mean, this is what it is. This is it. So, Zach says, let's see, Terry wrestles as Chainsaw Charlie. He had a different. He had a bunch of different names, just like Mick Foley. If you guys remember Mick Foley, there was Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, like they had different names that they go by. It isn't what it is. You don't know what it is. You have zero. Hold on. You have zero clue. I unhit it. Somebody hit it. It isn't what it is. You don't know what it is. You have zero clue. I feel so sorry for you. I really do. Do me a favor. Read a book. Get a little educated. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to get a little educated. That's what I'm saying. Just get a little educated. You might feel a little bit better about it. Also, off topic, my mom just got me Mario notebooks and binders for school. Well, that's awesome, dude. You're gonna be the new cool kid in school. Okay. You know what else is gonna make you cool in school, Hunters? What I'm saying, you can't go wrong if you tell all your friends in school to subscribe to Van Buren 20 and watch the live streams, watch the videos. Guarantee you, not only are you going to be cool, become the coolest kid in school, you're going to have so many girls lining up wanting to be your girlfriend, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's a no-brainer. I'm telling you right now, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You're looking tired right now, or am I looking tired right now? What's my favorite book? I don't really have one, to be honest with you. Don't really have one, to be honest with you. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tarek, for being a member. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for everyone who did watch the live stream. I appreciate it. Anyone who leaves the comments on my videos, I appreciate it. Anyone who's ever donated on my live streams, I appreciate it. If you're a member, I love you. Anyone who's ever left a super thanks in the comments where you leave a donation, I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. That's pretty much all for right now, guys. And as always, there'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I definitely do appreciate it. If you guys are interested in getting some VB20 merch, you will find it beneath all my videos. Introducing the new all-black edition Van Buren 20 hat is now officially on sale. All you gotta do is go ahead and click it beneath my video. Thank you guys so much for the support. I definitely do appreciate it.